What's up, everyone? Well, we are off. Got rained out in Madison, so we are off to go check some trail cameras on some public ground along the Wisconsin River. So I guess I just kind of wanted to get into more of the public hunting end of my whitetail stuff. I grew up in Lodi, Wisconsin, hunting on my grandparents' farm. There really wasn't a whole lot of deer there. I think I hunted the first 4 or 5 years of my whitetail career without even laying eyes on a deer. And traditionally, Wisconsin has a 9-day gun season, which starts on a Saturday and runs through the following Sunday. I used to hunt every single day of that season. Just never saw any deer. They were just really scarce in our area. If somebody got a deer in our hunting group, which was about 10 to 11 people, nice rub right there. It was a pretty big deal. You know, that's back in the day when hunting camps were super popular and pretty much a tradition in this state. And all of that has kind of went away with the onset of CWD and the DNR's master plan, basically to kill every deer that walks our state. But that's neither here or there. So I really liked that aspect. We would meet up every opening morning, breakfast. My grandma had breakfast made, and we'd go out and hunt for a couple hours, come back, eat a great big dinner that she had made, and then go back out again and hunt the afternoon. So there was a lot of moving around. And I mean, I'm guessing for the most part that's because there was no deer around there. Everyone was pretty bored. But things have totally changed for me whitetail hunting. Moved out to a place in Sauk County, Wisconsin, Leland. If you're from around the area, everyone knows where Leland's at. 2 bars. One you can buy beer and guns at. Junior's, which he's passed now. But he was a turkey hunting machine. I love going in there, sitting down talking turkeys with him and eating a summer sausage and cheese sandwich and shooting the shit, basically. But he's now since passed, and now actually Corey's dad owns the other bar across the street. And there's also a church too, but just a small little town. Yeah, I started whitetail hunting out on a piece of property out that way, and whatever, the first year shot my first buck with a rifle. Had no clue what I was doing, didn't know how to gut a deer, didn't know how to do anything. And so from there it just kind of evolved. I picked up a bow, said I wanted to shoot a whitetail with my bow, started shooting in some leagues and improved, and I was shooting fingers with a finger tab on an old Fred Bear bow, compound bow. I ended up shooting a buck or two, and then I kind of was like, it was kind of right in the time when everyone was, starting to really think about big buck management and letting them go so they can grow type of thing. So from there I started getting obsessed with trail cameras, and that's the old school film cameras. I have boxes just full of old buck pictures from back in the day, which I'll do something with someday. But yeah, I just started falling in love with it. I loved every part about bow hunting, and I just really didn't care to gun hunt that much. Watching the deer in their natural state versus being scared half to death running around. Nice ground scrape there. Yeah, I just really, really enjoyed it and started doing it pretty hardcore. I shot a couple of nice bucks on some private land out by the Leland area, and all of a sudden people in the hunting group started to not like me because I was just shooting big bucks and nobody else was getting big bucks. Well, moral of the story is I was waiting for, older deer, and they were all settling for 2.5. So there were some hurt feelings and whatever. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go start hunting public land. And I'm going to tell you, it was a struggle right away. I didn't know what to look for. I didn't know where to go. I always loved maps and plat maps and all that stuff. We're talking, this is not before the internet, but really before anything was put out on the internet. So I would spend, every 2 years I would buy plat maps or plat books, which are books that the state of Wisconsin made for each county, and it would have all the landowners' names on it and some of the public land on it, and just trying to gather every bit of information I could. I started doing a lot of researching into places that were like really hard to get into. I mean, you're gonna have to walk a mile or a mile and a half to get into, which is a pretty long ways for Wisconsin. For the most part, it's pretty small sections down here, minus some of the Baraboo Hills area in Sauk County, which you can go 4 or 5 miles some places without running into a road. But I think that I just really like the challenge of it, and the challenge along with that in archery, to find a big buck and to shoot a big buck. I ended up shooting my first big deer on public land, a great big 8-pointer. I had tons and tons of pictures of this deer. I even had a picture of a badger and a bobcat on film, which back then was really, really rare to get a bobcat picture around here. Now they're all over the place. But yeah, we canoed down the Wisconsin River. It was a couple, 3 miles. And it was like, I believe it was November 3rd or 2nd. Me and a buddy, Jeremy Legal, were hunting, and we got out early. It was hot. It was like 60-some degrees that day, like really warm. And we grilled brats along the river, and I was kind of sitting there ready to take a nap, and I'm just like, well, I guess instead of a nap, I might as well be in a tree while I'm napping. Which doesn't sound that safe, but I ended up climbing up there, up this ridge like 3/4 of a mile, and ended up shooting my first big buck. And that kind of really pole vaulted me into, really wanting to hunt big bucks exclusively on public land. And I just been in love with it ever since. I mean, it's an amazingly frustrating thing to let 3-year-old deer walk on public land. It just really is. Because 98% of them are not going to make it past that year. And just finding a 4-year-old on public land is not an easy task. I run probably 8 or 9 cameras, sometimes more, on public land, and it can take me up to 8 hours during a day just to check them all. So I've kind of come to this theory as I wait till the scrapes are down to minimize my foot traffic in these places. And I basically leave them sit for 2 weeks, check them, and then I'll go in a few days right before I take a week off to go hunt and check them one final time and gather them. And basically, if there's not a big deer on there, I'm not even going to bother hunting it, because what's the point, right? So I think trail cameras are one of the greatest tools you could have on public land. Yes, I get a ton of them stolen, and and all that good stuff, but just buy the cheap ones, and it's not the end of the world if you lose 1 or 2 a year. So yeah, after I killed that big 8-point, then I was just really diving into public land and trying to figure it out and hunted as much as I possibly could. And I did every year, hunted the crap out of it. Till here we are now. I don't know, I've killed 6 or 8 pretty nice bucks, anywhere up to 170 inches, all the way down the line. But I've never got that elusive Boone and Crockett on public land, and man, I just really am after one of those. But yeah, that's kind of the way I got started. I try to get as far away as I can from people, but that's not always an easy task. In the last 2 years, last year and this year, the river levels have been so low. So a lot of times I'll hunt by boat and access properties that are basically landlocked, and that really keeps the people out. I don't see anyone hunting on the river with me. So I am fortunate enough this year that I am going to be able to take off almost 2 weeks to hunt the rut. And my lease over in Richland County, I try to pound the river bottoms, and it's going to be a lot of hiking this year, and I'm going to maybe even do some kayaking down the river. I'm going to have to use some other tactics to get there is all. So yeah, I'm going to take you guys along. We're going to go do some river hunting this year, and I'll try to video as much as I can and all the things I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned, and we're going to go check some cameras first. See if we got any prospects. Look at this. 2 really nice scrapes. I'm in here about half or 3/4 of a mile already. And that sucker is tore up. Oh, sweet. There's one of my cameras. I didn't even know my camera was here. I haven't looked at my Onyx yet to figure it out. But yeah, let's get this thing open and check it out. There should be some bucks on there. Alright, well, we're just about out of here. It took me about 25 minutes to walk down in there all the way to my farthest camera. And I don't think I'm on the right trail here. Okay. But yes. Off to the next one. Working Thursday, hopefully we'll be in a tree Friday, so catch you then. What's up? It is October, late October. Gonna be my first sit on public land tonight. My cell cameras have been going off like mad all day today, so it's the second day after that cold front came through. And that's usually the best day, in my opinion anyways. It can be good before and the day right after, but usually the second day is when things get hopping. So public land can be a lot of fun, and it can be very challenging too. So you have to be in the right mental mode, put it that way, to dive on into public and go after some big bucks. So who knows? Maybe we'll see one, maybe we won't. See what happens. See you out in the tree. Just like that, we're ready for action. I'm sitting on just a little riverway. You can see the river back here. A couple nice scrapes. I just grabbed a card out of this camera I got down here, and We're gonna look at it in the tree, but see what happens. And look at the belly on that guy. That's a buck I would shoot right there. Even though he's kind of got some messed up stuff going on, that's a pretty cool public land deer. I'm telling you, I'm not far off the road either. So heck yeah, I'm gonna definitely do some. I got another camera in this area too, so I'm sure I'll have more pics of them. But pretty awesome. Wow, we got about 25 minutes of light yet. No deer tonight, so far anyways. It's a pretty typical public land, end of October. First you gotta get a picture of one, then you gotta figure out where he's staying. I've only had this camera in here for like 6 days, or 5 days, something like that. And he is only on there one night, so. I mean, he definitely still could be in here. I kinda wanna go check my other camera when I leave tonight, but I don't really want to disturb anything at this time of night, so I think we'll just sneak out of here and call it an afternoon, but we still got a little time yet. Let's kick back and enjoy a beautiful sunset on the river. It's gorgeous tonight. Alright, public land sit number 1 on the books. I did see 2 does right at very dark, way on the outside edge. But yeah, that's the way it goes. There'll be a lot of sits where there's gonna be not a lot of deer on public land. But when we got one of that caliber, I'm willing to sit it out and wait. So I'm gonna hash out a game plan tonight. Decide where I want to get some cameras. I think I'm just going to really concentrate on that area as of right now, so keep you posted. Morning. We're headed to the Lease bow hunting. Got a big buck on camera the other day, so we're going to go and see if we can see him this morning, see if he's one I would shoot or not. So see you in the tree. Not bad this morning. It's about 8:30. I just seen a buck over here. He comes here. Down this ridge. They are squirrely this morning. Lip smacking him till he got in. I thought it was 40, but dang it, just right over him. Oh well. I'm gonna go get my arrow and get out of here. Yeah, clean mess. Dang it, man, there's a lot of coyotes out here. But not good. seen probably 8 or 10 deer. All bucks are up chasing nose of the ground. It's getting there. We're about there. But these warm temps aren't going to help us. So what do? You gotta sit through it all. It can happen at any minute. What's up, deer hunters?
What's up, fellas?
These are the units, huh?
Yeah.
Looks pretty sweet. I got all kinds of activities we could do. We could go get trail cams. We could go put trail cams out.
Yeah, we'll keep ourselves busy.
Yeah.
I did grab your camera from your... It's in my truck. The one that you
Oh,
left out there.
yeah.
I just grabbed it.
Yeah, I seen I had the memory card here. I think I got to put a memory card in it. How many beers you guys taking?
18.
18? Jeez.
One each.
You guys better be clipped in then.
Okay.
All right, boys. Good luck.
Alright,
You
Go
too.
get them.
we'll keep you updated.
Sounds good. Well, that was cool. I have been in the tree for 10 minutes. A couple younger bucks came through. I don't know, that one might be a 3-year-old, but I think the other one's a 2-year-old. But pretty cool to see this time of the day when it's this warm. So hopefully that Big 10 comes and shows his face here tonight. That'd be pretty cool. I could have had a shot. I could still see him working that valley. They're going to go right up to where I was this morning, I bet. Pretty cool to see. Nice looking bucks, but definitely a little young for me. Be perfect for Holly. Maybe they'll make their way back up there over to him. So, yeah, I can see they're crossing the valley now. They're going up top. Yeah, it's that time of year. Fun stuff. They're looking for love. Maybe something will sneak in here the last 20 minutes, but... There's 4 does and a buck just kind of nudging them along. Not really pushing them very hard, but it's too dark. I couldn't tell how big he was. He didn't look like a huge bodied deer, but could have been one of them ones from earlier, I guess. But 4 does. A couple hours this afternoon. So. Well, I just talked to the boys. They didn't see anything but squirrels. I can't believe that one group, the deer, didn't run up past them, but they must have stayed below them. Brandon saw one buck. I'm guessing he saw the buck that I saw coming through earlier. I seen the dude's headlamp when I was coming off the ridge. I'm sure he kicked those 2 bucks out to me, I'm sure. So, yeah. Back to the ranch. We're doing a walleye fry tonight. You guys got sandwiches too?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. You guys are gonna be like a couple of squirrels in there just Snickers. You guys will definitely be ready for some hiking. Morning. It close this morning, like 26 degrees when I pulled in. So, yeah, let's get after it. Yeah, I had 2 deer. Pretty sure a buck, a dog, and a doe. I could hear them grunting coming up the valley behind me, but then they just stopped. So I don't know where they ended up going. But is there a turkey gobble again? Second gobble of the morning. It's been super slow this morning. Had a buck and a doe crashing around right before first light, and it has been crickets ever since. So, breakfast time. You know, deer hunts time's getting serious. When I'm busting out the Pringles. I mean, I don't know. There's a better breakfast food out there than Pringles, to be honest with you. Listen to the freshness of that seal. If I could just somehow get a Pringles sponsorship, that would be sweet, but yeah, if you don't like Pringles, we can't be friends, I don't think. I always have a sleeve of Pringles in my bag. That's just the way it is. Pretty quiet. Well, that escalated pretty quick. I was just on my way out of here. All of a sudden, a couple of 2.5-year-olds just came popping the door. Here they come back. Oh my God. I just want to shoot the doe. That's pretty cool. Just shows you how dumb they get this time of year. I mean, they're running 10 yards from me. I'm standing here looking at them like... They're still going. I might get a shot at this doe yet. 3-year-olds, a 2-year-old, and a 1.5 years all chasing the same doe. That was pretty wild. They seem to have went off the north side now, but I could see a fight breaking out over her 4 bucks. There's a little spike. And I think a 3-year-old 8-point. 3-year-old 10-point. Yeah, spike. He's learning stuff today. We need something bigger than a 140-some incher. Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest ground experiences. Scrape right there. Coolest ground encounters I've ever had, that's for sure. You see something different every time you go out, and that's what I love about bow hunting. And they're in their natural state. You don't got a bunch of guys in orange running up around the hillsides. They're doing it all on their own. The way it should be. What the heck? I don't see a deer all morning. There's 2 does bedded right here, like 15 yards from my 4-wheeler. In my 5-minute walk to my 4-wheeler, I've seen 8 deer. I never saw one on stand. Cool stuff, man. We're gonna do a little public land scout / moving camera, so should be a fun day. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
We were walking out and we were setting up the trail cam, and I see a pretty decent buck run out in the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And those,
That field back there,
those
his body was big.
Nice.
Like, he looked really big.
Awesome.
Yeah, we moved that trans scrape onto a bigger scrape.
Let's go get something to chew on. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Alright, Saturday afternoon, we're just getting climbed up. 68 degrees when I left the truck. I just got a text from Brandon, and he said he shot a doe, so I'm gonna meet up with the boys at dark on top of the ridge, and then we'll go back there and help him look for it. I said thought it was a really good shot, so awesome. Got some camp meat.
Gotta be close.
Oh, right there.
Find it?
Right there.
Nice.
Atta boy.
Absolutely
Awesome job.
smoked her.
Yeah. Where do you think you hit her?
Right where I should have.
Yeah.
Double lunged her probably. With the blood. Was there only blood on?
He might have got a heart. I don't know.
I hope not. You want to eat that.
Wow.
This was the exit.
Yeah, I was
that was
gonna say.
the exit.
Oh, yeah. Lungs.
Lung.
Nope. All right, boys, grab a hold.
All right. Let me...
Smoke show. Nice. Provided for me. All right. Our first deer together, kiddo.
Well, no.
Morning. Sunday morning. 37 degrees. Pretty warm this morning. On our way to 60-some degrees. A little overcast. Light's just starting to come over the hill. on top on the Lease again. The boys are back. Over by Ben's stand on the far west side of the property, and Brandon's going down to the transition area, so yeah. Cameras were dead last night, so not a single picture after like 9 o'clock last night, and we only had one doe in one spot. So I'm expecting another slow morning, but you never know. Yesterday morning was super slow and then got really wild when those bucks and stuff were chasing. Just takes one stinky doe to get it all fired up. So sit here and see what the morning's got to offer. Looks like. Dirty little rascal. That's that little spike from last night. Had a nice doe coming right in. I just want another meat doe before the rut really gets going here, but she was coming right in. Would have been a 25, 30-yard shot, and that little rascal came up over the top, and I don't know. She just didn't want to be chased, so she just took off right out of here like a streak. Little update from yesterday too. If you watched my spring turkey hunt for the youth hunt, the Wyatt Batesman, he shot just a crusher yesterday morning. I'll put some pictures up here of him, but man, what a stud of a buck. Big mainframe, like 6x5, almost 6x6 with kickers and stickers. And yeah, just a really, really cool buck, heavy. So yeah, hats off to you, buddy. Nice job. Congratulations. Oh, I got more deer over here. Happy Halloween. It's Halloween morning. I have mixed feelings about Halloween, but I've never really had a good Halloween hunt ever, so maybe today's the day. It's like 31 degrees this morning on our way to 68 or 65. Gonna be super hot, so yeah, we're just gonna settle in. And hopefully a big buck shows up. I saw a pretty good one yesterday. I'm out on this point, but the wind is not good out there, so I stayed away this morning. So we're on the other side, and hopefully we'll get a peek at him today. He looked pretty good, so yeah. See what happens. was pretty cool. Alright, well, we're down on the ground. It's just about noon. I have to get all these waters filled up today. Not gonna hunt tonight. I'm taking the night off, and I gotta refresh some batteries in some of these cameras. I'm gonna hang one more stand today, and we'll be back at it in the morning. I moved my climber down where I've been seeing all these deer kind of cross, and I haven't really hunted up on this ridge too much, so starting to get some things a little bit more figured out about the ridge top where they're running and crossing and stuff like that. But it's going to make a huge difference when we get water in these holes. They're coming to the water holes still, but they don't know there's no water in it. So, and I think these bucks are just going from water hole to water hole, seeing if does are hanging around them, getting something to drink up here on top of the hill. So I'm sure activity up here will pick up a lot once I get those waters full. So yeah, we're gonna get our stuff done and get freshened up for tomorrow and ready to rock. We're up and at 'em. It is, I don't even know, Tuesday, November 1st. Or no, it's Wednesday. I don't know. No, Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Sun's just starting to light up the horizon a little bit, and we're up, climbed up. I know it's been, yesterday I filled up water holes and filled some cameras with batteries and moved around a few cameras. It's been dead on our cameras the last probably 3-4 days. But the morning's been pretty good. It's nice and cool, like 28 degrees. So these deer are up moving till like 11 o'clock, and then it's lights out for the afternoon, and not really a lot of nighttime activity, at least on our cameras. Yeah, we're just gonna see what the day holds. I know there's a good buck around here, but it's just a patience game. We're gonna have 72 degrees today, 75 tomorrow, 72 the day after, then 3 straight days of rain. Then temps are gonna slowly drop off next week till about Wednesday, then it really dips down. So looks like we got a long week of just grinding it out before things are gonna get pretty crazy, I think. And see what we see. That was a pretty slow go today. It's about 11 o'clock. Cameras are dead again. One deer I did see were acting really spooky and on edge, and I don't know what's up with that, but I know I can't shoot one at home, but wish he'd come over here. I give him something to howl about. Morning, November 3rd. It's hot this morning, 55 degrees. On our way to 75. Some deer moving till about 9:30, and then it just completely shut off. I don't know. It's hot. I don't know, it's probably 60 degrees already, at least. On our way to 70 some. I think I'm gonna climb out for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna go sit down by the creek tonight. I don't know, that's the only thing I can think of. Is get next to water. But we have water holes on top of the hill, but I don't know. Just hot. I don't even want to do anything. It's so hot, so I can't imagine that the deer really want to either. But yeah, it is what it is. It's November 3rd, and you got to be out here, so that's the plan. We're going to get out, and I'll catch you back in the trees this afternoon. Alright, we're back in the stand. It is 1 o'clock. I moved down the hill, and we're sitting down towards the creek in an area we call the transition area between two pieces of timber. It's hot. It's like 74 degrees or something like that. Pretty ridiculous. November. But there's a nice scrape down here that quite a few deer have been hitting, mostly at night, but it's a good travel route down here, so we're just gonna sit here, see what happens tonight. Enjoy the warm breeze. But I don't expect to see a whole lot till right before dark, so we'll see what happens. Alright, the river came up. We're after some bucks today. It's about 4:30 in the morning. Sunday. Pretty jacked up. Let's go battle the river in the dark and get up to my spot. And we're going to sit all day today. Hopefully we see that big 14 pointer, 15 pointer, whatever he is. See you up there. we made it up to our spot. It only took me about 15 minutes. Not a hiccup, not nothing. The river actually came up from yesterday. So yesterday, I took the day off of rain most of the day, and I came out here on the river because it finally came up. Like, it came up a lot, probably 1.5 feet or 2 feet. And I mapped out a route up the river to get up to here, and we made it. It's always a great feeling in the dark by yourself to make it up the river to where you're going. So we're gonna get dressed and get the climber and get in there and climb a tree, and we'll be back at dark. All right, we're up a tree, and it's just cracking first light. Man, am I pumped up, I tell you that. So we'll just sit here on the river and probably see not a lot of deer, but hopefully that big dog comes through today. Be pretty awesome. So hang tight. Wow, little update. No deer. Pretty quiet down here in the river bottoms today. Pretty much a glorified bird watcher today. No, we did see an awesome buck today. I tried to get the camera on him, but he was moving too quick. I think it was the one I'm after, but I was at like 12:30, and then 2:30 I seen a lone doe. That's it for today. We got about 20 minutes of light left or so. Just been me and the summit climber all day, so better day than being at work or something stupid like that. So just gonna hang out here for the last half hour, then we're gonna jump in the boat, head back down the river, and do it all again tomorrow. What's today? Today's December 6th, so the time's getting right. I was pretty excited to see that buck move at midday today. That's really the first kind of sign my cell cameras are dead. Nothing, no pictures all day today. Crazy. But yeah, tomorrow's another day. Well, not such a sweet night. I'm still in the river bottoms. Something's wrong with my gas line or something. I can't keep pressuring my ball for my pump for my gas tank. So I guess I am going to hike out of here to the road and find a ride back to the launch to get my truck. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna take all my gear with me, and yeah, should be quite the night. Always never easy on the river. That's why nobody hunts out here, I'm pretty sure. But it's all right. We're gonna hike out of here and we'll find someone. All right, I made it home. Miss Serafine gave me a ride, but the boat's still on the river. I'll have to deal with it tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. Long day. I'm out. Well, what's up? It is Monday morning. I ran and got some parts this morning, and hiking back into my boat, which I left down here last night tied up. I think it's a fuel line issue, but I snagged a ride from one of my neighbors, so I'm kind of committed now. I either got to paddle down the river or get my boat running. So I hope it's just a fuel line thing, but yeah, we're gonna hike in here. I was pretty discouraged last night. That was kind of a long night. I spent an hour and a half or 2 hours trying to get it going last night. I think I figured that it was just a fuel line issue, one of the connections that goes into the motor. So I went and got that part today. We're gonna hike in. If I can't get it going, it's gonna be a long, scary paddle. I got 3 or 4 miles back to the launch. So he helped me dump my boat or my trailer in my truck at the launch and dump me off here. So I got no way out unless I paddle or hike. So I got a bunch of miscellaneous tools and stuff, and I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. But kind of the sucky part about the river is you can get abandoned out here. Not like it's the end of the world, but now I lost the whole morning bull hunt, so hopefully I can get it running and get out of here, and we'll get back in the stand tonight. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I made her to the boat at least. I think I better get this thing tied up a little easier for me to just cut loose, because I got a bunch of trees, and if it keeps running, I just want to keep it going. So here we go. Come on. Damn it! Oh, baby. Went for a second. Oh God. Buddy. All right, we're gassed back up. I don't know if I'm just a glutton for punishment or what, but I'm gonna take the boat back out on the river and see how it runs for a little bit. I don't know, it seemed to run fine once I got it started up. Once I think I had air in the line and I had to pull it and pull and pull to finally pump all that through there, but yeah, I'm gonna go back for some more. Hopefully all things go good, but I'm going to mess around out here in the launch with it a little bit and make sure it's running good before I take off. But yeah, we're going to go get up a tree. It's about 10 o'clock. I should be high and dry by 11. December 8th. We're safely up the river. I'm kind of in a new spot. Not new spot, but just up the river a ways from some of these buck pictures that I'm getting. There's just not a lot of sign down there. I checked that camera last night and there was like 2 deer in the last 2 days, and one of them I saw last night, that little scrub buck. So we're moving up the river. I did walk in on 2 bedded deer in different spots, so that's got me a little bit optimistic about maybe there's some deer up here farther up. So sit and wait and see what we see. Looks like it's going to be an amazing sunrise. Well, I got out of my stand. I'm gonna call it an early day today. I'm gonna hunt the lease tomorrow, I think, but I wanted to run up, and as long as the river was nice and high, I ran up here and got all the rest of my cameras. You will not believe it, but I have a buck in velvet November 6th on camera. I don't know if he's got no nuts or what's going on, but it's kind of strange. First time I've ever seen it, but I know every once in a while somebody does shoot one with velvet on it for the whole year, but pretty crazy. I wonder if he sheds with the velvet on. Anyways, that would be kind of a cool deer to see, but not a single thing that I would consider shooting, so unfortunately I'm going to vacate this property and head back down the river. I think we're just going to call it an early day today and get things situated and ready for tomorrow. So, yeah, see you in the tree tomorrow morning. We're going after Fuzzy this morning. It is really warm, like 52 degrees. November 9th, I believe. Wednesday. It's a long ride. It's a 5-mile ride up the river. So looks like the river came down a little bit last night. I'm gonna check it on my phone, what the flow is before I take off, but yeah, gonna be a long trip up in the dark. It's like 4:30 in the morning. It should take me probably a half hour at least to get up there. So we got all kinds of time. So I'll see you up there. All right, we made it to our spot. It took about 26 minutes to get up here this morning. The river's down probably 6-8 inches from yesterday at least, so it's only gonna get tougher from here on out on the river. But yeah, we're gonna get ready. I have all kinds of time. I literally have a 4-minute walk into this spot, so take my time getting ready. We'll go find a tree. We'll wait on Fuzzy, see what happens. Alright, we are all climbed up. The old storks are making a racket on the sandbar. We're gonna settle in. Oh, it's warm out, man. Makes me a little nervous about shooting a deer when it's this warm, but it'll be a quick recovery. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out here as long as I feel like today. I don't know, it's gonna be 70 degrees today, so we'll see if I make it a full sit or not, depending on the deer activity. There was a lot of activity on our cell cams last night, but being that there's a full moon right now, it's super bright out, so usually means bad things for daytime activity when you get piles of pictures at night. So we'll just sit, wait, and find out. Well, noisy morning. There's about 5,000 sandhill cranes on the sandbar across from me. No bucks yet, but we saw 2 does filter through right at first light this morning. They were just feeding and not doing a whole lot. They went and checked out that scrape and walked away. But yeah, and squirrel. We're just gonna sit here pretty much all day and see what happens. Yeah, those freaking cranes, here comes the mark. Just tons of them out there. There's not a whole lot of sandbars out on the river right now, so they're kind of grouped up wherever they can find a sandbar, but I bet you there's gotta be 5,000 of those stupid things out there. Here they come. Oh man, I just really screwed up. I forgot my Pringles. So disappointed. Well, it's about 2 o'clock. All I've seen is does and one little buck that came bombing into that scrape about Mach 10 and licked the branch and ran out of there. I don't know what his deal was, but I don't know. It's hot. It's like over 70 degrees already. I haven't seen anything in 4 hours, so I think we're gonna wrap up and call it a day. Looks like rain moving in by 11 tomorrow, so I might bomb up here and sit for the first 4 hours and see if we get a peek at Old Fuzzy. But, yeah, at least I think I saw 5 deer, so that's pretty decent for public land. I mean, I'm sure I would see something else tonight, but it's so warm. I hate to even shoot a deer when it's this warm. It'll take me 3 hours to get out of here once I get it, so not worth it to me. So we're gonna head out. Guess I'll go home and do some editing. Morning. We are up a tree. Made it all the way up the river today. Had some issues. Kind of rain, snowed, but I've been off for a couple days of hunting. I've been working actually. But anyways, we made it all the way up the river. Fuel line was a little frozen this morning, so I had to thaw that out. But we're still up plenty before light, so. Well, it's about 9 o'clock. Had some little flurries and stuff this morning, but I saw one deer way over there go that way, but super odd. I don't know. It's just, there should be. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my battery on my GoPro, but we're gonna hang out here a little bit, and then I'm gonna make a decision, either move or what I'm gonna do. But all that deer activity in here is at night. Very, very few. Yeah, we're gonna hang out here for a little bit and see what happens. Alright, I moved. I went down, checked another camera, and nothing but nighttime pictures on that too. So there's a possibility that he could be coming from down this way too. So I don't know. I think we're gonna give this, see what we see this afternoon. If I see some deer, I'll come back in here in the morning. But well, it is terribly slow. I kind of got a feeling that these deer are in lockdown. Temps are amazing. It's snowing, northwest wind, and it is a long day so far. Can't shoot them if you're not out here. I mean, there ain't even a squirrel out today. All my friends are texting me saying they're quitting for the day. Oh, I wish I was a quitter like them. It's a long day. It's got like ants in my pants, and I can't just sit down, chill out. Yeah, we're gonna try to bang her out till dark, but I don't know, I might leave a little early, but probably not. Nice chilly, chilly day. Love it. Morning, everyone. It is, I don't even know, Sunday? Maybe like the 13th or something? November. Cold ride up the river this morning. It's like 22 degrees, a little breeze out of the northwest. Just trying to get my hands warmed up here on the riverbank. We got a good, probably an hour before light yet, so I'm in no hurry to get, I only got like a 5-minute walk. We're going after fuzzy today. Takes me about 26 minutes on about 3/4 throttle because there's a lot of stumps and stuff on the river I gotta watch out for. But yeah, went without a hitch, so we're gonna gather up my stuff, get dressed, and head off into the darkness and see if we can lay eyes on fuzzy today. Another day, back at her. See you in the tree. All right, we are climbed up. Ooh, that's a stiff northwest breeze. They only said 4 mile today, but I bet you it's blowing 10. Double hat today. Oh, I hope we see some deer today. It's been a struggle. Fingers crossed we see something this morning. Hang tight. It's like Jurassic Park up in here. They are some noisy creatures. Pretty quiet this morning so far. But yeah, even though they're noisy and annoying, it's kind of cool to watch 5,000. There's probably a couple thousand still out there yet, at least. Man, what a beautiful morning though. Well, I'm calling that a day. I don't know, I might go to Lease this afternoon, but oh, not a single thing. It's about lunchtime. Our cameras are pretty dead. Was some activity last night finally for the first time in a while, but yeah, I'm gonna get my way back down the river and boat off, and I think I'm done on the river this year. It's gonna get really cold this weekend through deer hunting, like 10 degrees. And I was worried about my impeller freezing up when I'm out here leaving it out all day, but yeah, what do you do? Put the gloves on and ride down the river. I don't know, wind chill's cold. I bet you it's 20-degree wind chill at least. It was freezing this morning. Whew. That was a chilly ride. Whew, make my eyes water, so cold. Yes, we're off the river. Man, it's just been a complete struggle out here. Finally the water came up, and I don't know where all these deer went to, but it was so warm all week, and then major cold, and I think they were just locked down, or you know, it's winding up to be the end of the rut pretty much right now. But not saying that there isn't some rut activity going on. Well, these deer are tired. They've been running hard for 3 straight weeks. So have I, and I'm tired too. But I think I'm gonna hunt 3 or 4 days this week. Not all day sits. We're gonna do morning and night. And then the next weekend we got the gun hunting opener. We all get to dress up like giant pumpkins and go sit in the woods. It's gonna be really cold. I saw 10 degrees for Friday night, so that's gonna make some ice, which I'm happy about too. But that'll be a cold one Saturday for sure. That guys will be up moving around, walking around. They'll be freezing to death. So, and put my ice fishing bibs on, and we're just sit there all day and see what happens. But I'm not a huge gun hunter, so I'm gonna more than likely, unless I whack some does this week, probably just be after meat, probably. So yeah, we'll see what the next 3 days holds, but that's usually about the end of my bow season. So I've been just grinding it out every day, and I don't know, long days when you don't see much. So we're gonna hopefully get to the Lease. I don't know if we'll hunt tomorrow, we'll see. I'm gonna look at the forecast, look at everything, but I might pop out there for the morning, first 3 hours, and I gotta get some editing done. I got hours and hours of footage from this last 2 weeks I gotta get going on. So yeah, we'll see you out there either tomorrow, this afternoon, or Tuesday. We got some snow coming in Tuesday too. So. What's up? Oh, these deer have got me frazzled, so much so that I forgot all of my camera gear this morning. I went hunting a little piece of public this morning, and not a thing. So we are going out to the Lease this afternoon. It's about 1 o'clock, and I should be out there and in a tree by 1:30, a little after, and we're gonna sit the last few hours. There's been a couple deer in camera this morning, but nothing major, that's for sure. Kind of the story of the Lease, but it's dough time. We need to get some meat in the freezer. I pretty much have that one doe that I shot, like, I don't know, it's probably a month ago now, but she's pretty much gone. A few packs of burger and a couple of roasts left, and that's about it. So I am looking for some meat, I think, for here on out the rest of the week. Hey, if we see a big buck, bonus, but I gotta get meat in the freezer. It's gonna be super cold. Opening weekend of gun season, so 8 degrees now on Saturday night. That's crazy cold, so for this time of year for us anyways. But yeah, we're gonna head to Lease, get up a tree, we'll see you out there. Lights, camera, action. We're all climbed up, ready to rock. I just got a picture on my way out here. A busted up old 3-year-old, so there's some deer moving this afternoon. We got snow coming tomorrow, so hopefully pre-front they're moving a little bit. We'll find out. He just had a huge buck. Come on. He's at 30 yards. I couldn't get a clear shot. Too much brush in the way. Oh, God. I have sat so many hours. I can turn this off. Oh, well, we're back to the truck. Kind of wanted to talk about what happened up there. I was sitting there. I know I got some of it on video, but I know my GoPro died partway through it, but I seen this doe coming down this point, and I did see a buck behind her, and I thought it looked like a pretty good one, and I was filming the doe, and then all of a sudden I got a good glimpse of him, and it was a really, really nice buck, like a shooter buck. I'm gonna say it's close to the 160 mark, probably. And so I immediately ditched my zoom camera and just focused with the GoPro, and I was range finding and grunting at him and trying to do everything to coax that doe to come towards me, and they worked right across, right in front of me, probably about 45-50 yards, and I could hear another deer coming from behind me, which I looked on the camera later from our cell cam, and it was another buck and a doe coming from the other way, which kind of had her on edge because she could hear them. And so she really kind of hunkered down in that brush for quite a while. He was raking some branches and rubbing a tree. And she kind of squirted out of there like she was going to come straight at me. And I don't know if she's seen those other deer or what, but then she went back to her right, and he was not far behind her. And I was trying to range trees, and it was like 45 yards probably that I did have an opening for him, but he was walking. He wasn't on the move, and the doe kind of hooked back around almost to my probably 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock almost, and he came through this one little opening that I had, and I had ranged the tree at 31 yards, and he was just a couple steps past that. And I, tried to stop him with my mouth, and by the time I stopped, the deer behind me ran or whatever, and then, man, he was just standing there, and that doe then was focused on where that sound came from when those other deer ran, and she got nervous and kind of wandered off the back side, and he was walking the whole time, and when I got him to stop finally, he was so extremely quartered away at 40 yards, I was guessing, and I just really wasn't willing to take that shot at 40 yards, extremely quartering away. 20 yards, maybe it's a different story, but dang, that was a good one. He was heavy and tall, and just a great buck, at least for sure 4-year-old, huge bodied buck. The one I've been after all year. Yeah, so it was very, very frustrating to watch him walk out of my life. I've been hunting my ass off this whole year. Pretty much 3 weeks straight of nonstop hunting, and to finally get that opportunity. Well, I guess I shouldn't call it opportunity, but at least to be at full draw on him. And so deeply frustrated. Man, I just been working so hard, hunting every day, and up and down the river in the cold, and the motor breaking down, and having to rescue my boat. And the lack of deer just this last week has been incredible. It's just been so slow, and it's a game of inches. We'll try again tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. We'll see you back in the tree in the morning. All right, good morning. It is November 15th, I believe. We're way up on top where I saw this buck last night. Snow's starting right now, as you can see. It's about 30 degrees. 29, I think I had when I got here. But not a great wind for up here, so I had to move down the ridge a ways. But hopefully we'll still be on his path. Let's hope today's the day. Well, I seen a few deer this morning. I have to go tend to some things, so I'm gonna hopefully get back out tonight. But it was pretty slow. Couple deer, that was about it. But it is coming down like crazy. So, but like I said, I gotta go take care of a couple things that popped up, and yeah, hopefully we'll be back out here later. All right, we're back up a tree. We're just gonna hang tight. It is November. I don't even know what day anymore. Well, we're up on top of the hill. It's still snowing. I finally got northwest wind, so should be perfect for this spot up here. There's been a pretty nice 10-point with a broken G2 coming through here almost every day. No more sign of that big boy, so I don't know, we'll have to make a game time decision when we see that guy. I'm pretty sure that deer's 4 years old, but the one with the broke G2, we can always get that fixed. But yeah, we're gonna sit out here. The woods is absolutely beautiful this morning, and I forgot my other GoPro. It's no time lapse this morning, but yeah, sit here and watch the woods wake up. just cut down from me away is I got him on camera this morning. Down below. I think he's just out making his round. Might happen today. Was a pretty nice looking buck. Too bad he's got that one side busted off, but yeah, solid 3-year-old. Nice 10-point frame. Definitely be a contender next year, you know, be in that 150 to 160 range next year probably, so we continue to wait. My feet are getting a little cold, but just gonna keep on hanging tight here. See what happens. Well, looks like I'm the buckless youper this year. Oh, what a long season. Hunted my tail off this year. But we only got 2 days till gun season. And I'm pretty much done bow hunting after that. I don't really hunt late season bow hunting. My theory is if the deer made it through the gun season, they get a free pass from me, and I usually don't go out unless I'm going to shoot a doe or something. Just not in the right tree at the right time. Probably close to 300 hours in the tree this year. And no buck, but sometimes that's how it goes. When you're after bigger deer, you just don't always get a shot opportunity every year. And for me, it seems to be like every 2 or 3 years. So I'm due next year. But that doesn't mean it's going to be any easier. But hey, I really appreciate anyone who's been following along my whole journey of deer season. We're not done yet. I'm going to film all my gun hunting stuff. I had a blast. I got to hunt for like 3 weeks straight, 3.5 weeks straight. Loved every minute of it. Cold, wet, hot, sweaty, broken boats, you name it. It's been snowing for like 2 days straight now. But I don't know, I was just sitting in the tree and I'm just like, well, this is it. I'm like, I'm done. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm wore out, I'm tired, I'm beat up, and thanks for watching Angry River Outdoors, and sorry I couldn't get it done for you this year, but doesn't mean we're not gonna quit trying. And like I said, next year is a whole new year. We got some great looking young bucks out on this lease, and definitely seen some nice bucks on camera in public, but just couldn't get it done. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.